Alright everybody, Stone Monk Gamer here, and I have nearly completed. I've got a couple more things to check off before I'm ready for Waaaghpaca and taking my army to Waaaghpaca, Wisconsin tomorrow. I've got everything laid out on the board. I've got pretty much just maybe some trees and a few other highlights on the army to get together, but probably gonna be doing that into the wee hours of the night, so I didn't want to wait to get this on. So let me take you a little walk through. Obviously you can see the display board, the Ravenclaw's Remnants icon has gotten a fresh coat of copper. That's the metal I chose for this army, and so I'm using it throughout. As we sweep down in, you can see my two necromancers, both of which need a little bit more highlighting. The one on the right is an Empire necromancer. On the left is a dark elf necromancer. Sorry, lich priest. And then off to the left here is the kind of a rollipping band of skeleton stag archers, a wood elf contingent. And then into the woods is some skeleton archers. Oh, I forgot when I was moving the board that my banner bearer fell down. I didn't have any chance to write on that banner, and it's kind of a small banner, so I probably need a new one. But as you can see, these guys are riders of the Eternal Hunt. Kind of a homage to their riding with Orion back in the world that was. But each of the names, so these guys are named Guardians of the Hollow Glade, and they're just coming out of a realm gate that sits in Shyish. And then back here is a Bone Lord of Change, bone giant with some wings. And back up to the front, the centerpiece model is a spawn pool of souls with a Slann Lich. And I'll have some backstory on all these, how the general has, how the Lord has taken and gathered all of these different units of skeletons. And this one in particular is enslaved but reluctant. And so I've got a little bit of flavor for my opponents at Waaaghpaca. When this Casket of Souls hits a unit and it does the kind of on a 5-up, it will go to any other enemy unit within 6 inches. I'm going to let the opponent roll for any of my units within 6 inches as well. See how that goes. I'm going for some sports there. It'll be fun because this Lich is secretly trying to undermine my Lord. But in this case, he's a centerpiece. And then down here, we've got the band of Fading Fealty. They come from many different races. Skeleton, Empire, Tomb King, Chaos. And they're marching down the stairs of this broken castle. Here's my Man of Intrigue. A ogre necromancer shaman, and he's going, I think, in probably either the humor category or the big category, but he's farting a little spirit host there, so that'll be the fun reveal for tomorrow. Hopefully people get a kick out of him. We've got our necrotect. He makes sure all the machines work and all the statues run the way they're supposed to go. And he's got a little copper dog, a little copper statue. So it's kind of fun. The 3 Skaven crew that fire the Squeaking Skull Catapult. I've got some plans to do a little bit more modeling with this to get make it look like an actual kind of smoking, flaming skull is coming off of it. But that'll have to leave for another time. And then My labor this week was on the mob of the Silent Waaagh. I really like these models from Titan Forge. They came just in time. They're marching out of a whole cave that's been dug out. I thought about getting a back piece there and kind of painting in kind of a cave, cave going deeper, deeper, deeper. But another thing that I'll have to do for a later time. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on this trip. WaaaghpacaPrep DisplayBoard. It's been fun. I've seen some of the other people that are coming and working on Holy Wars GT and stuff, and this is my second display board. I'm sure there's ways to improve it, make it bigger, better, maybe more realistic, that sort of thing. But I really enjoyed this build. I really enjoyed the outcome. I really like seeing my army on it. It tells a story of my Lord and how he's collected and brought his remnants back to this place. Yeah, so a few things along the way that didn't go quite as planned. I had hoped I had these trees full of their foliage, and you can tell that it had this copper color, and I really liked it, but I really didn't think I was going to be able to kind of keep it very long, and even this one I may end up trimming it. That little guy there. So I kind of wish I hadn't trimmed it. I just didn't think it was going to last very long. And even as I've been trying to get models around inside of that, I keep breaking off the little branches, so it's a little tough. I had wanted to work more tufts like I have on the models. So you can see I have, you can't see, just little Games Workshop tufts painted and dry brushed like the rest of the base, so it's just monotone. Yeah, it's something to hopefully be able to show in another video as I show up, maybe get some better pictures of these guys and put them up. But went for a really monotone green, using kind of a really dark green going up to Rakarth Flesh to a Pallid Witch Flesh, I believe. And then, I think Rakarth was the highest. Once in a while I'd use Pallid. And then letting the kind of colors pop up above the, I guess, knees or above the waist, so I could really kind of let the skeleton heads stand out in their arms and that sort of thing. So anyway, thanks again for joining along. I'm sure I'll have plenty more builds, and I'll have some content after this. I'll be able to check off some of my Doomed to Succeed list, and I'll make a video on that as well. So hope you're all getting your own builds done, putting together armies. Vince, this one's the shout-outs for you. Get your display board made. And just look how fun and cool it is to set them up in their world.